Hi friends, good morning. First of all, congratulations to all those students who have cleared their CA Inter exams. In this video, I'm going to discuss about the revision strategy for the upcoming exam. That is for your the September exams. What can you do? Because there are set of students who could not make it in this attempt, and this strategy would help you to clear it in the coming attempt. And there could be some fresh set of students who are writing their exams for the first time. So this strategy is going to work for both of you. I am recording this for costing as well as for financial management. Objective is to cover the subject in such a manner that you are in a position to secure an exemption in both the papers. And once you secure exemption in both the papers, it's very easy to clear group 2, as well as it can help you in your aggregate for both the groups as well. Now, coming to costing, which is a 100-mark paper, in the screen you will find a distribution sheet. This is a distribution of marks and something called as a revision strategy, which I'm going to discuss. But this is what is the distribution of marks historically over the last maybe 10-12 attempts starting from May 2018. Now, if you find, when you look at this, you will find that there are certain chapters which are tested every time in exam. For example, something like activity based costing. It's an extremely small chapter, but something which is tested in almost every attempt. And what students unfortunately do is they do not give that much importance to this area or this chapter, because they feel it's a small chapter. Why should I spend so much time? Whereas this chapter, if you see, is tested almost in all the attempt. Just an example. The first example I want to talk about is activity based costing. Yeah, the first example is activity based costing. Like that, there are multiple chapters. So what I want students to do is follow a block method of preparation. Now, in the block method of preparation, you will first do your revision or preparation for these three chapters: marginal costing, activity based costing, and cost sheet chapter. Try to pay a lot of attention to block 1 and block 2. These blocks I kept the same for the previous attempt as well as for the current attempt, and I am very confident that if you do block 1 and block 2, 60-65 marks of the paper will be there in exam from this areas, and then there are balanced set of areas which needs to be done. So you can start preparation with marginal costing, activity based costing, cost sheet, then do budgetary control, service costing, material cost. If you do in this order, it will ensure that you are able to complete the bigger chapters first, because many students struggle with completion. They somehow feel that they do not have adequate time for preparation, and because of this they keep delaying their preparation. This will not work out. You need to continuously prepare, and for that the only way is doing some amount of smart preparation. For the smart preparation, what I have also done is I have given this priority question list. So in the priority question list, we have top 160 must crack question. I'm not saying that these are 100% going to get repeated in exam, but what I have observed over the past attempt as well as my expectation for the coming attempt is, when I give something as important, when I give 400 questions or 300 questions, you are not preparing. But if I give 160 questions or 170 questions or 180 questions, you at least prepare this 3-4 times. So what happens because of this is, you are at least clear with good number of concepts, because these 160 questions should cover good number of concepts. And then when a question similar comes in exam, then also you're able to handle. But when you have too many questions, too many areas to be done, you're not even preparing it. This is what I have observed from students. So these 160 questions, try to cover it 2 times, 3 times, whatever is comfortable for you. Once you are done with these questions, it will give you a lot of confidence, because confidence is what is lacking in students. They somehow feel that they do not know this, they don't know this, and they keep delaying the preparation. So if you are able to cover these 160 questions in this order, the order of revision is very clear. marginal, activity based, cost sheet, budgetary, service, material. In this, I think for some of the areas already videos are available for September attempt in my YouTube channel. Those videos also you can see the questions will almost match, but some new questions are added, and some chapters the videos are not available also. But if you can prepare these 160 questions extensively, you can be rest assured about exemption along with theory preparation. I think this is what I want to say as far as costing is concerned. I am not going to give a lot of gyan, and I'm not going to say that you have to do so many things and all. Just focus on 160 questions in this order of preparation, and you're kind of done with your CA inter costing preparation. I ideally want you to spend around, if you've already done one time of preparation, everything is done, maybe 60 to 80 hours. 60 hours also you can complete all this and then be done with this subject. Then you can spend time on your other papers and all. Now coming to FM also we have done the same thing. We have created block methods. We have advised which are the important blocks to. In fact, FM syllabus plays with your mind also. Assume that this chapter is not there in the syllabus and this chapter is not there in the syllabus. The syllabus will look that there's nothing much in the syllabus, because you will find that very small chapters are there. Cost of capital is very simple, leverages is very simple, capital structure slight bit of adjustments are there, dividends is very simple, ratio analysis is very simple. So once these two chapters are ignored, you will find that the syllabus is not huge. That's first a mental satisfaction you need. So what again here is we are following a block method where we start with cost of capital, capital structure, leverages, dividends, covers around 27 marks. Then you do some your theory preparation, then you do ratio analysis, then you do finally working capital and investment decision, working capital management. See other chapters and all, if you have time you can do more question. Working capital investment decision, I don't want you to spend more time. Either the question is going to be extremely tough. If it's extremely tough, even if you are going to do a lot of preparation, you will not be able to handle it. Or it's going to be extremely easy. If it's extremely easy, working capital you will be able to handle, and investment decision you will be able to handle. So either it is this side or that side. So just prepare from the questions I have given. Again, we have selected around 120 questions, and these 120 questions, if you do, again the logic is very simple. If I give you limited questions, you will do preparation. Otherwise, you are not going to do preparation. Also, a general guidance I want to give for your CA inter exam. Now, what is the general guidance? This I keep telling every student of mine. Now, what you need to do is, you need to decide how many hours you have for preparation, and accordingly you can decide whether you are in a position to write one group, two group. So first thing you'll have to do is, let's open an Excel sheet and I'll tell you what you need to do. If you do it in this manner, you will be in a position to complete the paper, complete your preparation. Let's first take hours available during weekday for preparation. During weekday for preparation, you can maybe say 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever is comfortably available. Decide that. I would want, let's assume 5 hours. Then hours available during weekends, it is 10 hours. If I add this together, you are able to find that total hours available per week. Total hours available per week is 35 hours. If you can increase the number of hours during weekday, it will be better. Depends whether you have college and other commitments. If you do not have college and other commitments, then you can spend more time also. So I'm just giving a random number. You can then decide what numbers you want to work with. But these are the numbers: 5 hours, 10 hours, it becomes 35 hours. We approximately have 7 weeks still available for completing the preparation or closer to your exam. So number of weeks available, 7 weeks. Total hours available, 35 into 7, 245 hours. If this is what is available with you, then I find it very difficult to say that you can do both the groups, because it can be challenging. But there are students who can say that no, I can spend 12 hours during weekday, 12 hours also during weekends. So it becomes around 84 hours, and 84 into 7 is what I can spend. Then you have a lot of time available. So first you decide how many hours are available. Once you have decided how many hours are available, then please decide subject wise how many hours you want to take. So subject wise is very simple. As far as subject wise is concerned, accounting, that is your paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, 5 and 6. Please calculate how many hours. For example, my subject I have told 60 hours for costing, 40 hours for FM. If you are done with one stage of preparation, you're just focusing on these areas, 60 and 40 should take care, or maybe a little bit more also you spend, that's okay. Then other subjects also you do note down the hours and prepare a timetable. Many students don't prepare a timetable. You prepare a timetable. The timetable will tell how many hours you're going to study, what subject you're going to study. Try to combine a theory with a practical area. Theory with a practical, if you combine, that will work really well. So combine that, decide how many hours you can spend. Once you have decided how many hours you can spend, prepare a timetable. People say that you give us a scheduler. I can give a scheduler, but I'm telling you now how you can do a scheduler. So once you decide this 60-40 also you can decide by writing. For example, costing, we have chapter 1. I'll spend 1 hour on chapter 1. Chapter 2, I'll spend 4 hours. Chapter 3, I'll spend 5 hours. Chapter 4, I'll spend 6 hours. Some numbers, I'm just giving random numbers. So every chapter, just note down this. Sit separately, note down various chapter numbers and say how many hours you need every chapter. You do that estimation. Put a total. Then put a total subject wise. You'll know the number of hours needed. Then you can reverse work and see how many hours you have to spend. And you also have to factor in one stage of revision and mock exam if possible. Not possible, that's okay. But one stage of revision will be very, very useful. That will ensure that you are doing complete preparation. You are done with perfect preparation. Now, any other guidance you need, if you need guidance on how to prepare timetable or you still need more assistance, send me a message in WhatsApp. I'm always there to help you out. But my requirement is chapter wise, you do the number of hours calculation, put a total, then put a total, and then ultimately see whether it is available or not, whether it is sufficient or not for you to do one group, for you to do two groups. And once that is done, I think it will be a very easy for us to clear. And also I think unfortunately the results of inter has been tougher than final, so you need lots and lots of effort. So please put in all those efforts. Best wishes. Contact me for any clarification doubts. Thank you, friends.